Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to be doing some more penguin problems. They're going to be joining. So, since they're joining, it means we're putting together, then that means we're going to be doing addition. So, today we will be solving addition story problems with sums to 20 involving situations of adding and putting together with unknowns in all positions. That's a lot of words just to say that we're going to find out the answer to an addition problem using two numbers, or we're going to find out that we have the answer, what it equals to, in one number, and we have to find the other number in that fact family. We're going to use strategies to add with sums to 20. That could be the strategies like doubles, or doubles plus 1, or making 10, or adding on to 10. We're going to solve for the unknown in an addition equation involving three whole numbers. So that could be like 1 plus 2 equals 3. That's three whole numbers. We're going to make sense of problems and try very hard to solve them. We're going to come up with ideas and think about the best way to solve these problems. We're going to look for ways that they all can be understood. So today you're going to need to get your materials ready. You should have your pencil and paper, or a marker and a whiteboard. Have a number rack or some counters. We're going to be using a number rack in the lesson, but you could use counters. Those counters, if you can't find something, it could be Cheerios, pieces of cereal, pennies, beans, anything that you have that you can count with. So let's look at some of these problems. Now, these are word problems, they're story problems, and we know that we need to read those story problems 3 times. First time, just to find out what is it about. The second time, we need to find the numbers in the problem, and then we have to find out, what is this asking me? So let's read this one. There are 9 penguins standing on the ice waiting to dive in. We can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 5 penguins already in the water. How many penguins in all? Ooh, that in all. How many in all? Well, let's go back now. We read it. We know we're talking about penguins on the ice, getting ready to dive in, and 5 in the water. We can see our 5 down here. It's in blue. And our 9 up here, there are 9 penguins standing on the ice. So we can already go to our equation and put our 9 on the ice plus the 5 sitting in that water, but we don't know how many there are altogether. So let's go use our number rack to see. So this number rack, we can go ahead and write the numbers that we know, because we know, I'm going to choose red, I'm going to get my pen. Let's see. We know there are 9 penguins on the ice. We know that we are looking for a total of all the penguins, and there are 5 in the water. What's a strategy we can use to find this unknown number? Well, we can look and say, I know that my beads, all the red beads are white, there are 5 red beads and 5 white beads on the top. So I can move over 5. I could count them one at a time and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I need this 9. So I'm going to keep going. 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I've got this 9 on my top rack. Now I'm going to put the 5 on my bottom rack. And what do we say? If we take all of the red or all of the white, that's 5. So here I'm going to put 5 over. Oh my gosh, I just noticed something. I see 5 on the top and 5 on the bottom. That's a double. So I know 5 plus 5, that's 10. And then we can count on. So we can go 5 plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoa, wait a minute. Let's see. 5 plus 5 equals 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There you go. I've got my answer. I can use my counters to see that. And see my answer is 14. So let's put that 14 in here. And then we're going to go over to the next, the page with our pictures in it, and we're going to put it in there. Because we used our number rack, and we know that 9 plus 5 equaled 14. So let's put that in there. And we used doubles and counted on that problem. Let's see what we can do on this problem. Okay, remember, read it, find out what it's about, read it again, find the numbers. So let's see. There are 8 penguins standing on the ice waiting to dive in, and some more penguins in the water. There are 12 penguins in all. How many are in the water already? Well, let's see. I know that we're talking about getting the total number. No. We're looking for the number that is in the water, this big question mark here. So let's read it again. There are 8 penguins standing on the ice waiting to dive in. Well, there's one of our numbers. Let's put that one right here. There are 8. Now, and there are 12 pins, and some are in the water. Ooh, well, I don't know how many are in the water. It didn't tell me. But it did tell me that there are 12 penguins in all. So there's my 12. So we need to find out how many to add to 8 to get to 12. Well, let's go back to our trusty number rack. Let's clear it out. And here we go. There were 8 penguins. So let's write that down. Let's get that so that we can think about what we're doing. So we have 8 penguins on the ice. Yeah, it told us that, didn't it? Then we added some. Some more were in the water, but we don't know how many. But we know that when you have the 8 on the ice and the ones that are in the water, we're going to have 12 penguins total. What can I do here? Well, I can use my top number rack. The top row on my number rack is my 8. Let's do that. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, this takes so long to do it this way. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I should have just pushed all the red beads over at once. 5. Now 6, 7, and 8. So there's my top number. But I don't know how many to push over at the bottom. But I do know that I need 12. So could I count on from 8 to see how many it takes me to get to 12? Let's try that. If we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got up to 12 by just counting on and moving the beads one at a time. And I look at the bottom and I see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4 beads to add. So 8 plus 4 is what equals 12. I'm going to put my 4 in here. 8 plus 4 equals 12. And we're going to go back and see if that works. Let's count on from these. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Use your counters. 9, 10, 11, 12. That's right. 8 plus 4 equals 12. Now, let's keep going and do another penguin problem. There are some penguins hiding behind the hill, waiting to run out and jump in the water. When they join the 5 penguins in the water, there will be 11 penguins in all. How many are hiding? Oh my gosh, this is a little different. So it tells us at first, there are some penguins. When it says some, that means I don't know how many for sure. I just know there are some. And I'll go back and read again. There's some hiding, waiting to jump in. When they join the 5 penguins in the water, oh, that tells me there's a 5 here. There will be 11 penguins in all. So I don't know how many we started with, but I know that we went to 5, and then altogether there were 11. So let's look at our number rack one more time. I'm going to clear it out. Yes, we want it clear. And we want to write down what we know. So the things we know that we don't know how many are hiding. So we've got our big square here. I don't know how many are hiding, but I know when they join the 5 that there are going to be 11 all together. So let's see what we can do to get this. We can start with our numbers. We can move 5 over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's 5, and I need 11. But I know that double 5s are 10. So I know at least I have to have a double 5. 5 plus 5 equals 10. And let's add 1. Now I have 11. So I can use the strategy of using doubles plus 1 to get my answer. So what will our answer be? The top row is the 5. Everything together is the 11. And so our mystery number who's hiding is going to be the bottom row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 penguins are hiding behind that wall. Let's put it together and see if it works. 6 plus 5 equals 11. And it does. If we count up, if we say 6 plus the 5 in the water, we can count on 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Very good. How many of you knew that? I bet you did. Oh, we're going to do one more problem. Uh-oh. 6 penguins are on the ice. 4 penguins are in the water. How many penguins in all? Oh, that went back to the one it did before. It gave us 2 numbers, the 6 and the 4, and we just have to add those 2 numbers together. So let's go back to our number rack, and it gave us the numbers 6 and 4. So we can move over our 6, and we know, there's 5, plus 1 is 6. And now it says move, the second number was 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now all I have to do is count them all to find out what the total is. I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my gosh. You know what? That was one of our 10 facts. Making tens is a strategy we have for solving our problems. Way to go, guys. I bet you were so much faster than me. Now, let's see what they have here. Ooh. There are 7 penguins on the ice and 11 penguins in all. Now, 7 on the ice and 11 in all. Once again, it gives us 2 numbers. 7 at the beginning of our problem and 11 as our answer to the equation. So we need to find out how many more to add to 7 to get to 11. Let's go back to our rack. We're going to clear it out. And yes, we want to clear it all. We have 7. I'm going to type it this time. We have 7 plus something equals 11. So let's see what that something is. Let's move this out of the way. Well, we got to move over our 7. So we can move our first 5. 5, we can count on. 6, 7. Now, how many more to 11? Well, I think I'm going to have to count on again. Let's see, that's 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Make sure you're using your counters so you don't forget what you're doing, and just keep on counting on and on. So we've got 7 on the top and 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 on the bottom. So our equation is going to be 7 plus 4 equals 11 penguins. Now, you guys have got some more problems, and these problems are what you're going to be doing for your daily assignment today. So let's look at those really quick and see what you're going to have. Remember, it's always in here. So let's look at this. It's joining penguins. It has voice instructions. So all you have to click on the speaker and it will read it to you. as soon as it opens up. Joining penguins. Today we have several problems about penguins. The first one says 7 penguins are in the water and there are 14 penguins in all. How many penguins are hiding behind the hill? Move the penguins from the group over to the ice to show, okay? And let's finish. Join the equation below.
Uniéndonos a los pingüinos, hoy tenemos varios problemas con los pingüinos.
So you have it both in Spanish and in English. You have to move the penguins, and to find out how many, there are 7 in the water and there are 14 in all. You're going to have to see how many are hiding. So here's where you're going to put your answer. Now, there are more penguins in this group than you need, so you have to be counting how many you're moving to get to 14. Same thing here. There are 12 penguins on the ice and 20 in all. You must find your answer. And then the last problem has pictures. It reads it to you, and then it has some pictures, and you need to answer what plus 3 equals 23 penguins. So that is your job for today, and I think you guys are going to do great. It is time for us to go, and you can always ask and call if you have a problem. I will